So a girl was watching me draw this. I don't remember who, but they had actually complimented me on the drawing, and I never finished it, obviously. Yes, it's solely on yes. It's probably a really good picture, but I just never finished it. It would look pretty freaking good in my well, I think that it would look pretty good, but I just don't know if I really want to finish it. I don't want to say that I don't want to and say that I do want to, because it's kind of more and so I don't really want to. But yeah, so much more to go through. Obviously I didn't. This was supposed to be a deadlocks/underlocks picture, and obviously I didn't do it. Don't blame yourself or whatever. Obviously didn't finish it because I had no idea where I was freaking going with this picture. Honestly, no idea. Nothing there. I don't really know what I was freaking getting. I think I was actually I think I was a little bit edgy on this day, and I just started drawing this. But I was listening to the song Destiny Vaughn by Tricky Wee. You should go check her out because she's awesome. She makes really good freaking music. But I tried drawing this and it was really bad. What did I don't know what I based this one off of. Actually, does it have a name on the back? No, it doesn't. Normally when I'm drawing things, I normally put names on the backs of them. No, there's no name. I would say that this might be, I think, the gods and goddess of Persephone and Hades, I think. But as like me and DS. I think that's what this one was going to be. I think that's what I said it was supposed to be. It looks pretty good like this. I don't know about, maybe I might show DS how to shade by shading in this, I guess. Still no idea. Because it's still, it's finished, but it's not finished. Never finished that one. I put on a short time lapse of me doing part of this one, which is obviously, as you can tell, me and DS. The hair. Obviously the hair. DS doesn't upload anything onto YouTube. I think that he should have. He said he was going to start being a better YouTuber and upload more to YouTube, and he still hasn't. And that was over a year and a half ago when he said that. You need my help. Yes. Let me help you become somewhat of a better YouTuber. Not that I'm any better than you, but at least I upload videos. You have nothing on your video. You are something, but you upload nothing. But it was supposed to be a really good picture that I was making for him. I think I was going to try to make a little story thing and a notebook, and I just never did because I didn't actually feel like making it. I just felt like making characters for it. But the story would have been called Meadow. That would have been like the symbol, I guess. That weird little thing. It's not. There we go. That would have been the symbol for it. But really, the only reason why I thought of making this story was just because I wanted to make a whole bunch of animal characters. But this would have been Fox. His name would have been Fox. That's it. His name is Fox. And he's supposed to be looking into some sort of puddle thing, and it's not focusing in. There we go. It's a lot better. He's supposed to be staring into like some sort of puddle. And that's it. This would have been Meadowlant, which she would be, I don't even know what she would have been, but she would have been this kind of creature thing. Where, like, these are her ears. And then she has, like, long things of fur kind of between and behind her ears, somewhere right there. But This is her. Really poor image. But she would have been like green, white, and blue. Obviously didn't do this one, but the song, I think, this is the lyrics from the song. I just never did it. I can't grab the page. Didn't finish that one. Didn't do that one. That one I was sad. But yeah. Question is, the person I made it for, they did stick her. I made this one. This is actually kind of based off my character, one of the versions of her outfits. I think this is as far as this picture is actually going to go, because I don't really think that I want to finish it. I think it's pretty fine how it is. I didn't really feel like doing anything with it, really. And obviously it's not like finished, but I think I'm not going to work on it. So really, the project for this is pretty much done and finished. When I got my markers, I started doing that. This was the outline for a project we were doing in graphic designs. We had to do... Oh, God. Is it on the back? No, it's not. I thought the name would be on the back. Jesus. I don't even remember the name of the project, but it had to be like, you make an image to express something, and this was out of all the complications and bullying and just problems that were being caused, they still made it through because they were together and they did teamwork. Like, and they're, okay, so basically all the sides right here are supposed to be dark, and except for the one part of the hallway that they're walking down is supposed to be really bright, signifying that they are leaving this past behind, ending the cycle with this horrible past, with all their problems and stuff, and they're working together, and they're going towards a brighter future. And that's really... If you guys are having problems with, like, bullying and stuff like that, you don't, by trying to block things out, block people away, that you actually care about, it's not ending the cycle. Or it's what most people like to refer to as the cycle. Repeating the past, which is repeating bad things that have happened or have happened, and really... You don't end the cycle that way. If you're in a relationship, or if you're having troubles in your relationship and it's not with your partner, and it's because of your own problems, or problems you guys are facing because of other people, and you guys are fine because before you met those people, then it's the cycle. You have to end relations with those people, not the person you're in a relationship with. I mean... That's what I had started doing, was ending relations with people that were just causing me problems. Because I had hope for the person that I was with. Because I wanted to be with them, so I ended relations with other people to help my own relationship with this person. So, I mean, you can face problems. And one person will think that there's only one solution, and it's a horrible solution that they, like, in your mind, if it is a horrible solution, then you guys have to talk about it. You guys can't give up. I mean, it's horrible if you try giving up. One of the worst things that you can do is just give up on each other. So... Really, the only way to end the cycle is work together, be a team, because when you're in a relationship, you're a team. You don't work solo. Don't take things into your own hands. and leave the other person out of it. Because that's how things fall apart. And that's true. I've seen it happen, and it hurts seeing it happen. It hurts seeing it happen over and over and over again, and it just doesn't help. But, yeah. End the cycle. And just do the right thing and stick with each other. It's teamwork what gets you through life. I had started on this. I thought I actually finished this one. I never did finish this one. Oops. But yeah, I started this. What is it? That's like some sort of skirt thing that it's wearing. That is a really tiny, skinny skirt. With some ripped, fuzzy leggings. It was a really bad picture. Didn't really get the better shape of this, but made another picture here. It's been what we were just discussing a couple seconds ago. I might make let me know if you want me to make another video on that, if like its own separate video talking about that. And if you guys want, just leave questions down in the comments for me or something, so I can try talking about that if I want to talk about it. If I don't feel like talking about it, and if I don't want to talk about it and I'm not comfortable talking about it, then I won't. I'll just comment back that I'm not comfortable talking about that. But yeah, there's that. And this, no names on back. Again. Basically, it's supposed to be a knit, what they call a niche, or something. These are two niches that were from a YouTuber called Jessie Muse channel. And I think that's how I draw spits now from these creatures. But she's also a pretty good YouTuber. I think there was one guy in my gym class. He had joined my gym class for like 3 days, and then I haven't seen him. I never saw him since. But during those 3 days, he just sat there and watched me draw. He didn't really watch me. He wasn't watching me draw and stuff, but he was watching me as I was drawing. He didn't watch what I was drawing, but he was just sitting there watching me and occasionally looking down at what I was drawing. Which, I didn't say anything, but it was really creeping me out, I guess. But I also made this couple niches, and that's when I started kind of getting more into doing this style of plants and trees, I guess. I don't have very many where I'm doing that, but yeah, I started that one. I think my friend was going through a really hard time, and then it made me start going through a really hard time because she started dragging me into her relationship problems. And I think the person she was with ended up thinking that she was the problem of their relationship. So he soon ended up leaving. And I think within a month or two later, he came back because he had taken some time. Like, he hadn't come to school for couple weeks, I guess it was, because I don't really know him because he's not like one of my friends, but according to my friend that was with him, he had taken a couple weeks off from school, broken off relations with a couple of his so-called friends that were really actually causing problems for my friend, which he was with. But when he did come back to school, they got back together because they had he had realized that she was not the problem. So many of his friends that were actually bullying her, well, I call it bullying because they're basically teasing her and making him believe that she was the problem of, the root of all his problems, and that he should leave her because she was trash and stuff like that, and she wasn't. She was a really good person. And he was a really good guy. He was just a little naive. But he basically ended the cycle with them getting into arguments and fights and stuff about that over his friends by cutting off relations with his so-called new friends that he had met that year. But yeah, you have to actually find out what the problem is. Don't assume that it's your partner that you're with, because if you guys have been together and actually know each other, then you would know that they are not the problem. That it's something else that you guys have to figure out. That's that. I'm sorry, DS, but you're going to have to see this picture again. I know that you really hate Richie. And Richie died on Warframe because I forgot to put him in stasis. I'm a terrible pet owner in games. All my dogs in Minecraft eventually, well, not all of them, but a lot of my dogs in Minecraft eventually die because they end up getting killed. Either by my friends or because they're not getting fed fast enough. But this was basically Richie when he was a little puppy. If you don't know Warframe, which it's a free game on Xbox One, don't know if it's free on other consoles, but I know that it's free on Xbox One. This is a Kubrow is one of the companions that you can get. And that was my first Kubrow, and Richie ended up dying. DS absolutely hated that I named him Richie. So we just ended up calling him Ricky instead, so I'm trying to get another Kubrow. Not to replace Ricky, Ricky, there you go. Not to replace Ricky, but basically just to make TS a little bit more happier with changing the name. But basically, they're absolutely adorable when they're little puppies. They look like little dog bat things. Just look up I think Ricky was a Sanka Kubrow, I believe. So just look up what Kubrows look like, and it's supposed to be a brownish gray Kubrow is what mine was, except for he had stripes when you changed his color. So, can I brand this? Yes, I can. There we go. So yeah, I made him, and I think this is supposed to be. Oh, it's caught on the blanket. That's not good. This is supposed to be me as a servitor, which is like a centaur. A servitor is like a centaur, because a servitor is a part human, part deer. Unlike a centaur, which is part human, part horse. So this is me basically as a servitor. And DS is like some sort of werewolf thing. That finger bend, though. What was I thinking? Of course, it's not gonna zoom in. But he's basically like climbing up there, and it's supposed to be like some sort of trap that I got stuck in. He was like, "Oh, what are you doing there?" Like, "Oh God, I'm gonna get eaten, and I can't run because my leg's caught and it's going off the page. Don't know what it's caught, but I'm caught." Oh no, he's just trying to help me. But this was supposed to be another one where something like we meet again or something, and he's like sitting up there in the rock. That was supposed to be his tail. I didn't do the full shape of his tail. That's how I do my outlines of my tail, guys. Don't judge me. I'm sure a lot of you do that, where you'll draw the outline of how you want the tail to be, and then you actually draw the shape of the tail. I did not draw the shape of the tail or the ears. But yeah, he's basically like sitting up on a rock. And he's like, "Hey, give me your hand." That's hidden behind the rock. And, like, she's like actually wearing a sweater in here. Like, that's not her hands. That's the end of the sleeve. This was supposed to be the outline of her hand. Trust me on that one. This was supposed to be a Valentine's sketch out of what I wanted to get DS on Valentine's Day. Obviously, DS, you didn't get that. You obviously didn't get the 1,000 Kit Kats or the Twix or the thousands of kisses. You did get kisses, some Kit Kats, and I think you got little Twix, but not exactly how I planned on getting it for you. You also didn't get a cat plushie. I'm sorry. I also meant to give you cookies on Tuesday. I gave you some cookies, but not in a basket. Not in a basket. I apologize. But yeah, there was supposed to be like an entire basket filled with Kit Kats, because he tries saying that Twix is his new favorite candy bar because on Halloween we went to the store and I told his mom Twix was my favorite candy bar, and he was like, oh, I just got tired of Kit Kats. Twix is my new favorite. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it is. So I'm just gonna assume that you like your most favorite ones is Twix and Kit Kats. So yeah. And I would agree with him on this picture because he said that it's cute but creepy. That it was like really creepy but cute. And it's not exactly, I didn't want her to have like a creepy ass looking smile. I'm sorry for my language. A creepy looking smile. I wanted it to be like a happy little smile, like these big smiles that you get when, like, from anime and stuff, but no, it just turned out creepy. Probably because I blacked out the face and put a giant round shadow under them. But no, I think this song is by The Cav. I believe there's like no name still on the back. But these are lyrics to the song. I'm no angel, I'm just me, but I will love you endlessly. Because you're going through a really tough time and he's starting to question things, and so I kind of made this and showed it to him and told him about the song, and things were pretty much, they were better. They got better. I made this one of us as cats. Ignore the really horrible, non-fully drawn paws. I didn't draw paws on them yet. But it's obviously not finished. But, yeah, there's me with my feather obsession. And him with his hair obsession. Look at that. But, oh, yeah. If you're wondering why a lot of the male characters have that, hair pulled off onto the side, kind of covering up their other eye inside of the face, it is not just to avoid drawing the other eye. It is, because DS is, it's kind of weird admitting this, because I'm pretty sure I told him quite some time ago. I'm not meaning just this year. It was quite some time ago, like sometime last year, is that I told him that he was my muse. And I'm sure he has long forgotten that he is my muse, but that I base a lot of my characters off from his style. So, like, a lot of my characters' styles, a lot of my male character styles are based off of his style. Not his style in drawing or anything like that, but I'm not gonna, well, yeah. Basically his style of how he looks is what a lot of my male characters are based off of. Just because he has that nice, subtle look to him, and I like that look. It's enjoyable to look at. So, that's what I based a lot of my stuff off of. These were blueprints, or white prints, whatever you want to call them, because they're not blue, for the watchtower thingy in blueprint, and our art, blueprints and blueprints, that makes sense. And a really fun game that you guys should try out is Ark. the Ark game that we have is Ark Survival Evolved. There is an Ark Scorched Earth and an Ark, I believe it's Central something. I think, I'm not quite sure. But the one that we had bought and we played, because that we play is Ark Survival Evolved. But basically, this was supposed to be a tower, and this is what it looked like from the side. It had a balcony every now and then. And at the top, like, you would go inside, and it had storage compartment at the bottom. And there'd be floors, obviously more than just 4 floors. But that is just a default model that I was making to just kind of show. But basically, it'd have floors that you could go up and sit there and keep an eye out on things. And at the top, you could come up here, be up here to keep an eye out even higher and stuff, and you could see even further up into the sky. You could also land, I guess. Well, it wouldn't be very good to land, but yeah. He was kind of okay with this, but we never actually went into our own survival. Like, the world that we had this on that we were surviving together in, we didn't really go into it very often. So, yeah. But this was the blueprints for it. Not exactly a picture, but yeah. And here was another one. This is what the whole thing would look like next to it. Like, this would be little bits away from, like, this tower or whatever would be little bits away from the watchtower. What did I call this? Nursery platform. Okay, so this is, I called this the nursery platform. Oh, wow. Down here would be the building, how you could enter. You would take a ladder to go all the way up the top to this really big platform, and it'd have to have pillars in order to build up there. But basically, there'd be no fences or anything, and there would be, like, you could land your dinosaurs, your flying dinosaurs, or whatever flying creature you've had in it, and you could land them on this platform. And there would be a bridge that goes all the way from this platform that goes to the watchtower. So you can access the landing platform for a quick escape if you're on the watchtower or anything like that. And this room at the bottom would be kind of like a nursery thing. There'd be fires in there, fridges to make sure that the dinosaur eggs don't go bad, and we would try to make incubators. And he did say that we would have our own section, that I could have my own, that we would have our own section for incubating eggs, so we could have our own little baby dinosaurs and take care of them and be awesome dinosaur parents. That obviously didn't really work out so very well, considering that we didn't go back into that world. Still haven't. Wish that we can. We still can. He still has the world. But he's just way too busy right now with a whole bunch of his other games, and I understand that. I can wait. I've always waited on him. But, yeah. Nursery platform, guys. Weird name. But it had like a nursery at the bottom, obviously, and then a platform at the top. That's why. Oh yeah. Made this one too. This was based off of the song Hold On To Me. Don't know by which artist. Sadly forgot. Basically, it's like protection, I guess. Like, she's falling apart and having issues, and he's just there trying to comfort her, letting her know that it's okay. That just keep holding on to him and don't let go. That's what you guys should do. hold on to the things that matter to you in life and don't let go. Don't let them think that you're giving up on life.